What's going on, family? This is your boy Jay coming at you with another video. Thank you for tuning in. You read the title correct. Today we're cooking some ribs on the Old Country Brazos. All right. Now, if you want to see me trim and season the ribs, that's another video that I put together for y'all on the channel. But today we're doing the cook. All right. So it's 5 in the morning. We're getting to it early because we don't want to be cooking all day. All right. So we got the Old Country Brazos outside getting hot for us. I'm gonna go grab the ribs out of the fridge. We're gonna throw them on. I'm gonna show you guys how I get down. All right, so we are outside with the crickets and the early morning birds getting ready to cook these ribs. So we're gonna plan for about a 6 to 7 hour rib cook, all right? And I like to cook ribs as simple as possible. So my process starts off with the first hour at 250 degrees. And then after the first hour, we're gonna bump up the temps to 275. And we're gonna rock at 275 for pretty much the rest of the cook, all right? Now, as I cook at that temperature, what I'm looking for is fat render, color, and towards the end, around the 6 hour mark, I'm gonna start temping to make sure that the temperatures are right. But right now, we're just getting the ribs on early this morning, making sure that they're spaced out properly, make sure that we stay away from that hot spot, go to the firebox, and make sure that the ribs have enough space between and around to where the smoke can really penetrate all areas on the ribs. All right, y'all, so we're right on the tail end of our first hour, and we're still rocking right at 250. After the first hour, we're gonna bump up to 275, and we're gonna stay there for a majority of the cook. The sun's starting to come up. We still got some pretty good smoke going. All right, y'all, so we're starting our second hour. I'll throw on another split. We got the temp up to 275. We're gonna rock right here for a while. All right, y'all, so we're in our second hour to cook. I'm gonna show y'all a quick tip on how to manage your fire to keep a steady temperature on the smoker, all right? So we're rocking at 275, and the splits that are on here, they're just about burnt out, all right? So what we're gonna do is I got some up here. It's already pre-warming, they're getting hot. And all you're gonna do is, you come in here and you see that one of the splits is already burnt up. It's giving me all it's gonna give. So I'm just gonna go ahead and break it up into coals, all right? Now you don't have to switch position on this one. Is this one gonna crack too? This one's just about cracking up too. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna take this split, I'm gonna bury it down some, all right? Just a little bit, not a lot. Then we take another split, all right? And throw it in here on top. And then I'm gonna give this one just a little push. Really don't have to do this part, but I feel like it'll help this one burn down, and this one will start to catch as this one burns down, all right? So you throw it on there, keep it kind of chill. You don't want to have a raging fire in here. Keep it kind of chill. You can push some of these ashes around to the back side. Have good airflow between the two. And see how this big one is starting to catch already, okay? So as this one burns down, this one will catch, and the temp will stay steady. All right, so now that we're in our second hour, we're gonna start spritzing our ribs every 30 minutes or so after that third hour. So I'm making my spritz. Here's half apple cider vinegar, half water, 10 ounces of each. Gonna give it a shake, and I'm only gonna spritz when the ribs start to look a little crusty. Alright, so in the 4th hour, all I'm doing is moving the ribs around, making sure that they cook evenly, and also checking the ribs to make sure that we have the beautiful color that we're looking for. And these are coming along pretty good. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of spritz, keep things nice and moist in there, and then we're gonna come back towards the end of the cook and get ready to pull them and wrap them up. Alright, so we are right here in our 7th hour, actually at the end of our 7th hour. So we're gonna temp these bad boys, make sure that they're temping right. We're doing the bend test right here. You should pick them up and they should fold over. They should bend but not break. And you see the fat cap on that one slab is actually cracked all the way across, but the ribs don't fall apart, which is good. So we're gonna temp these things. They're temping right at about 195, 197. So they're definitely ready to go. Poke the fat, make sure that fat is rendered the way you want. And again, check for the color. I'm looking for a really deep mahogany color. The camera right here really doesn't do it justice. They look kind of dark outside, but once I pull them, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, that deep red color. These things are definitely ready to go. So this is that deep red color that I'm looking for. And also I'm checking the fat render here, just poking my thumb into the fat, make sure that it mushes in. You want your finger to sink in. That's good fat render. All right, family, and just like that, we're ready to wrap these ribs up. So right here, we got our bottle of Rib Glaze, and we have a bottle of simple syrup. Simple syrup is just half sugar, half water. And we got about 3 sticks of butter here that's cut up into small strips. This is the way I like to do it. It's kind of like how you see folks put down the beef tallow when they get ready to wrap the brisket. This is just the way I like to do my butter. It's kind of cool, not all the way room temperature or soft, and I just cut it up into little strips. So first you want to go down with a layer of your rib glaze, and this glaze is actually pretty good. It's pretty vinegary and a little sweet. It's actually pretty close to the glaze recipe online from Bar A Barbecue with Mr. Cooper over there. But we want to put down the glaze, the simple syrup, and then some butter. And I'll make sure that I put my rib glaze recipe down into the description box for you guys, so you can give it a try. Like I said, it's not as vinegary as the recipe from Bar A, but it is pretty close, and it's pretty good. I don't have the red pepper flakes in here, but yeah, it's what I like, and it's pretty good for me and my family. So we put the ribs face down, and then we have another layer of rib glaze on the back, followed by 2 more pieces of butter. So you want to be sure that you're wrapping in 2 pieces of foil in case one of the bones pokes through or you have a small puncture in one of these sheets of foil. So you want to make sure that you wrap them up in 2 sheets of foil and wrap them up real tight. That way it locks in all the moisture. So one thing that's different what I'm doing with this cook is I'm not actually resting these ribs to eat tonight. I'm actually resting these ribs down completely cool. I'm going to throw them in the fridge and take them with me over to my family's house over in Mississippi, and we're gonna eat these for a birthday celebration. So we're actually not resting and eating these tonight. These are gonna be in the fridge for a couple days, and this is the best way that I've found to keep ribs as fresh as possible and still not dry them out or anything like that after having them in a cool environment for an extended period of time. The main idea is to really only heat the glaze up one time, and that happens as you cool the ribs down before you wrap. Throw them right into the fridge immediately after you wrap them up, and then you're only going to heat them once, back up to about 170 internal. You'll put your oven on like 300, 350 for maybe like 40 minutes or so, and then you'll just fill them for when they get real nice and tender. So that's the process with these ribs right here. So this is the second slab going in. We got our glaze, simple syrup, butter, then ribs face down, another layer of glaze, and some more butter. Then we're gonna wrap these up. We're gonna blaze through the other two slabs to get them wrapped up, and then the next time you'll see these ribs is when we're gonna open them up after the reheat and slice. All right, family, here we go. We are at my in-laws, getting ready to unwrap these ribs. We got them reheated to about 170 internal, and these things are looking amazing. There's juice flowing everywhere, all on the back, all on the front, and we have an amazing color. You get your close-up here. I mean, the things is glistening in the light. They look beautiful. And this is what we put in all that hard work for, is this right here. So we're gonna slice into two of these slabs, and I'm gonna show you what I do with that Founder Matthews, that pecan rub, and also the Stubbs chicken seasoning. I'm gonna show you what I do with that here right before I slice. So this is that Thyron Matthews Grandpa's pecan rub I was telling you guys about, and this is what I like to do with it. I just give it a quick sprinkle across the top of the ribs, and I follow that with the Stubbs chicken rub as well. I didn't do it on this slab because I want to do a taste test with the family to see which one they like better, with or without the Stubbs chicken. Of course, with the Stubbs chicken one, but yeah, I'll show you both of those shakes going on the slab after this one. So we see we got smoke all the way down to the bone, nice juicy rib. I mean, the fat is rendered perfectly, and the meat just pulls away from the bone. It's not fall off the bone. You want to have a good bite, but it's still pretty tender when you bite into it. This is that second slab right here, and man, the color is astounding. So like I mentioned, we're gonna go in with that pecan rub, follow with the Stubbs chicken rub, and I'll make sure I'll put Thyron Matthews link to his website here as well, so you guys can go pick you up some of that rub. It's really good. It's really good stuff. Check him out on social media too. He's a pretty fun and cool guy. So we got the pecan rub, we got the Stubbs chicken rub on there, and we're gonna go ahead and slice into these ribs. I am not a master barbecue slicer or rib slicer or anything like that. I'm just a guy who likes to cook and eat good food and serve his family and friends good food. So I'm gonna cut these ribs up as best as I can. Just bear with me. So here we go one more time with a beautiful rib at the center of the slab. You see we got beautiful smoke color down to the bone. This rib cook went perfect. The rib came out nice and tender. Has beautiful color. The fat was rendered perfectly. I mean, everything went just the way I wanted. Thank you for sticking with me this long. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.